Hey everybody, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And this is a really crappy market. A lot of stuff is just not really worth looking at. Frankly, not much is worth looking at. So why am I doing this video instead of just going, no free stuff today? I'll tell you why. Because I want to show you something that I do probably a little more often than you might think. So I'm looking at in all the different industry groups, the sectors, they all really look like crap, except energy is the one that seems to work for me. The whole shipping and ports thing, I go into that in a lot of detail in tonight's strategy session, but I just want to look at energy now. First, I'll just mention the 59-minute trader course that I've taught. I've actually taught it 2 times live, and it's awesome. We get a lot of people that have done really, really well on that. I'm actually selling it at a discount over the next few days. It's my, I guess you could say, anti-Memorial Day sale. I don't like to sell stuff on Memorial Day. It makes it feel like what I think is a really reverential and somber holiday is just an excuse to sell more crap. So I don't do that, but I will hold a sale this time of year, coincidentally right afterwards. And so it's something that you definitely want to take a look at. If you like the idea of making money in the morning, like within an hour, this is your deal. You can't be wrong. You can't actually lose money if you just do what I'm telling you to do, because that's the way this thing works. You won't make money on every trade, obviously. It's not what I'm saying. I'll leave that to the hucksters on TV. I'm saying that if you just follow the process that I give you, and I give it all to you, just do it. Keep working the program. You're going to make money. So check that out. And you'll be getting it. If you're getting this, you'll be getting an email on that. I'm not going to go into any more detail. So this is what I do, though. It's why I wanted to show you this. So I see energy is working. And so if I'm looking for new trades, I'll do this. I'll pull up the energy ETF components, the holdings, and then I'll sort according to gains or losses for this particular day, and then I'll just start banging through them looking for, and they'll all look pretty good, but I'm looking for a particular look for entries. And like Chevron looks interesting, but no, a lot of these are woulda, coulda, I wished I hadda kind of thing. But I'll just go through these and look and see for what really seems to be working. And it really is a great way to find stocks. It's also, by the way, a great way to get a kind of under the hood assessment of what's really going on. And this is what I mean. So if you're just looking at XLE, okay, it looks a little kind of extended here. Now, don't get too caught up in that, because things that get extended tend to get more extended. That's the way extensions work. But it does look like it's getting a little long in the tooth here, and kind of begs for some type of either a sideways consolidation or maybe a little pullback. So, okay, but is that really true? This is when I would go in and look at the individual components, and what I'm looking at is this. Am I seeing any good entries? And if I'm not seeing any good entries, is it because the stock's already gone up too much and I would be chasing, or is it because the stock just sucks and there's nothing for me? And with those questions being asked, I will get a real good sense of the underlying stocks in the sector. Okay, too far. We're in that though. Too far. All of these are the same. They're just like, these stocks most of them have kind of gone too much. And so far, what am I getting out of the sector? I'm getting confirmation that the XLE, as it represents all these stocks, is where it is because a broad swath of those stocks has been doing the same thing, which is moving upward. It's not being driven like by 1, 2, or 3 big stocks, and the others are kind of sluggish. And so what this is telling me is there's some real institutional activity here, because that's the only way all the stocks would be going up. So there's some real institutional activity. It's broad-based buying. And by the way, if a stock like, well, this is kind of a laggard, I should buy that one. No, there's a reason why it's a laggard. I don't know what it is, but there's a reason why you don't want to be in this stock, why you'd have rather been in Chevron or Exxon, something like that. And so we go through all of these stocks, and the sense that I get is, yes, this is a really strong sector. Yes, most of the stocks have gone up so much that I wouldn't be comfortable buying them. That is way more information than the information that you will get if you just looked at the XLE. This is the kind of stuff that I do on days when there doesn't really seem to be much to do. I'll go through, I'll look at, 500 charts in a certain within a certain framework, so that I'm not just banging through stocks. So anyway, you might want to use this in your own in your own trading. Just remember, the buying and the selling is easy. A trained monkey, even an untrained monkey, could do that. Just click the mouse. But the real money's made in the searching, in the waiting, in the patience. And this, to me, is that time when you just really got to be patient with what you're doing. So, all right, I will see you next time.